folks in the US. I'll have to take myself off the screen. Okay. Okay, quick one on Unity. Mal Contona quickly, right now. It's extremely very late in Europe. In the UK, it's 20 minutes to 11, and it's to midnight in most parts of Europe, mainland Europe. Mal Contona Belgium the TikTok. Mafraleko, welcome to a short conversation. Contendrote warla bake. Bao sukutale. Sukuta bakele. It's very, very late here in the UK right now. The sunkaro kono alama sunkaro ne mo jilan bekang kaltem to kal jay back for now. But Hana we got 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes. We'll have a show. And then conversation wise. During the week we'll come late sometimes. Maybe Friday night or Thursday night. We'll try to come late. During the weekend, the program sort of tilibolo. We can be longer version. But Kalbe Kontong Sunkarola. Slowly we're going. Bedwala for Alamala Cairo supporting the Maltema. Coming UDP online Bantaba. Ning Mr. Kamaraba interview Sotola Janne. Namen Sunkaro Batala Seku Kamara, the head of the media and communication. Nanyanta program Bas Sotola Jam. UDP online Bantaba, but I have fundraising fanantile. Now announcement of Diala. Mbe fundraising kala jam pour UDP la media team. So ninga lungu ni muta me flyer ni ndadalale. So momo ya longo ite UDP kanunte balati yengani yo sort of party way fanam. Il after pro United Democratic Party Alaji Usenu Dawe Gani 2020 on the 5th of December. We want you to take part in this mega fundraising. Me along ko the kala UDP online bantaba janne Seku Kamara, head of UDP media communication and interphone kundingo. Minala janne pro ka Dani Roke. Be go for me all for a big create la chapters all member Europe jam momo be chapter chapter is a contribution okay account yake the media / communication like maybe UK left a donation okay for this media fundraising near £20 or £30 came UK chapter account bakala jele media reference so that and the UK chapter la kodio kanan jahaze the same goes for gas Seattle, New York, Spain, Finland, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, chapter member Canada, all the chapters, chapter member for Mantola. So we will do this fundraiser. Lafto announcement but lafta but because of Sunkaro Bekerin high, obviously near fundraising kid about the Dulvita Nafilola, Sunkaro Kolka title. So we'll just defer it until after the Eid. So we'll announce the date. So we'll do a mega fundraiser. Probably UDP la media team. Porque UDP la media team was strengthened in Gambia. Joran also UDP la media team in readiness of 2026 because media is very important. So we'll be doing a mega fundraiser here. Mr. Kamara will join me and UDP for an agenda la. The party slogan coming up. What is the slogan for UDP electional? I hope you all got the answer now. So today I'm going to ask the same question later on to see whether you guys get it. UDP slogan for 2026. Every UDP member should know that, particularly if you are campaigning for UDP on TikTok and WhatsApp forum. I'll UDP slogan for 2026. Everybody should know it to their fingertips. Good enough for why I'm program Bugata Firek. Consider record line neka. There are no different times during the week. During the weekend, then a more extended edition during the day because they had top, time we be the Tarawih prayers here is just after 8. Ndogofi is just after 5:30, 5:31, 5:32 these days. So in between Gadem Tarawih prayers 8:10, by 10 o'clock sometimes it's late. Think our legacy could be why didn't try with squeezing time. So Lumaro Wahrin Nunaland Bahaba comme dama doon def announcement fii ne UDP media team dinañ def fundraising bu mag fii si UDP online Bantaba inshallah after Eid Mr Camara Sekou Camara head of media and communication dina fi nekk so pour ñu ut xaalis pour UDP media dimbale pour media bi nekk Gambia jërëjëf Mamad so fundraising bi dinañ ko def after Eid so Mr Camara si boppam dina ñëw fii dina am interview ak moom ba pare dinañ ut xaalis tamit we will have a GoFundMe account yoo xam ne dañ bëgg a dugg si xaalis bi si GoFundMe lii dafa utee ak the normal xaalis buñ dee jox UDP through our chapters so chapters yi nekk si diaspora bi fii nag chapter yi bari nañ fii so su fekkee ne yow si diaspora nga nekk yaa ngi Europe wala America chapter bu nga bokkati da nga nekk doomi UDP nga bëgg a contribute si fundraiser bi mun ngaa dugg xaalis si sa chapter account waaye soo ko fa duggee pour ñu bañ mu jaxasoo ak xaalis si chapter bi for example UK su fekkee ne yow United Kingdom nga nekk da ngaa def su fekkee ne da nga dugg fa £50 or £40 or whatever yow la ñu eenee rek because eenee bi moo gën a important it's not the amount so ñu jox boobu da ngaa def reference media communicate media so that UK chapter seen trésor bi mun a xam ne xaalis boobu noonu du xaalis si UK chapter bu media bi la waaye dinañ gën a dugg si wax boobu noonu te dinañ def fundraising fii pour dimbale UDP media so after we record inshallah suñu julli a jaama dinañ schedule a date yéen ngeen call in ku nekk tamit nga jox pledge waaye pledge is that we want actuals more than actual because soo fekkee ne da nga jox pledge tamit dañ bëgg dinañ la chase ak nga jox ñu sa number ñu make sure ne pledge boobu du dugg na because lii yëpp pour dimbale UDP la pour ma def announcement boobu fii ëllëg tamit gis naa ne Bambas moom dina am interview Bambas will have interview with the senior administrative secretary Honorable Alajes Dabo Bambas la TikTok platform saba ngam la ko 3 o'clock but mala for 3 o'clock Europe lombang for 3 o'clock UK lombang ngaje fly ko like maybe if Bambas is here can confirm but around that time then I've been around 3 I'll be at work but I should be able to tune in and listen so atele kala lunta de sama ngaja flyer kala Facebook auto ayake UDP online UDP ala TikTok group of front flyer nimbe so honorable alaji es dabo betala Bambas la platform to sama 23rd of I think the 25th of Feb tomorrow Wednesday anabe kata so to la be mu pour que UDP sembentu ya so pour ñu mëna dimbal so programme mo am fi rek de la nek programme bu gata rek lo xamne pour ñu mëna dimbalé suñu bop pour ñu mëna raise funds for United Democratic Party so before I go into some I want to discuss certain things here can I ask this question again what is UDP's slogan 2026 does anybody know what is UDP's slogan for 2026 and what it will be Alhaji Ousainou Darboe's campaign agenda? There are 4 important things that he's committed himself immediately, imminently. Purka Gambia Dema Wala. Does anybody know? I discussed it here last time. So Momo UDP supporter, and you are campaigning for UDP on TikTok or Facebook or on WhatsApp. Because campaign slogan is very, very important. Before we do other issues also, I will just discuss that and then so I'm asking those of you on TikTok. I haven't seen the answer yet. Don't tell me you don't know the answer. We discussed this during our last program. Mono UDP la party slogan, campaign slogan for 2026. What is the slogan for UDP? We have 122 people watching. Those people who answered it last time, you don't have to answer it. By the way, a happy birthday to all the people. UDP called mashallah birthday siata baba bake. Ajarato Aminata Bala birthday kunu. It was celebrated. Schoolboy Cecil birthday. Kununko, I think. Today, George Ndurla birthday. Fongola George Ndur, UK chapter la George Ndur. Happy birthday, George Ndur. Yalla nga dunda at yu bare bare nga celebrate lo ene sa bop ya ko xam suñu borom may la ko ñu ngi ñaan tamit next birthday mu fekk United Democratic Party nekk nguur bu Gambia ñu Alhaji Ousainou Darboe was sworn in as the president as the 4th president of the Republic of the Gambia loolu la ñu ñaan Um, so I wish everybody happy birthday. Happy birthday to all of them. All those people who've got birthdays. Ajarot Aminata Babosam Dembala. Schoolboy Cisse, I think yours was day before yesterday. We have got a lot of birthdays. This month is quite very busy in the UDP family. A lot of birthday celebrations. You see, but it's important. I think Young's now also perform is in Feb. I think quite a lot of people got their birthdays uh, this month. But okay, somebody MCC has answered the question on Facebook. He said, "Together we can end the dictatorship. Sorry, the hardship. What are UDP la slogan oti? Together we can ñu mun a suñu mbokk rek mun nañoo and coono bi nekk si Gambia ni naata nka futa ñoka rek ni tol be naata rek koleya meme banko kan sa koleya ñin dandi okay Gambia was very very important I think okay Keba Kijara Fanankaya answer thank you so much thank you you know Molbe Bear answer I really appreciate this because everybody should know this I think it's very very important okay being not a topic men katajang Gambia molbe diamu kanne ntolbe nyin diamo men bela nka fole drongo momo hanatra ka life tanne ke tilo kono you will just be repeating yourself you cannot come and say anything new here ndebena program wala ndefangalo ne ko ndekuma fola ja what is new and nobody I think none of us can we are just repeating ourselves but it's important akumayatale meldo TikTok dukara also live new screen on your top I think earlier repost the number of likes is just 2.5k and I've got it went to 120 something people watching now is 95 people watching but mal Daniel like please I'll skin F1 ma alia like ma because it's good for the image of TikTok pro platform on La Carola it's very very important we are not very good at tapping the screen we are always good at listening but for the platform to be relevant on TikTok, it's very important that you show that you love the life. In the TikTok la market or aka gele ko nim platform ko mayatale ka fo wala kama wala na nim molbe life ka fo tap the screen because that bus kino type TikTok ka gele ko la life ni man kumaya and they give you a very poor rating. So ni lafta platform ni Dembo Ture, Hinimbara, always Ekafo, you are watching me from Bundung Bohol. Happy Ramadan. Thank you, Dembo Ture. Thank you, thank you. Dole ko happy birthday, Bamba Mas. For Bamba Mas la birthday lom. I'm not aware of Bamba Mas la birthday. Lamin Keita, when is it Bamba Mas la birthday? Mo Kalamutade. Is it today? I don't think it's Bamba Mas la birthday today. But anyway, so ngadiamol kajang banko be kolayari. Bangola kolaya say and nga audio le lamay amna benen jigen bu nekk di complain in Banjul jigen bi mu ne moom yàgg nañ ko wax because you know Senegal I think they are is it their prime minister or interior minister which one is it one of their high-ranking officials was in Banjul recently mu dem si port bi so Senegalese journalist o ngame wolwe diam kan ko domi Senegalais Hadim Gueye mom port bobu nonu and that actually triggered anger let's listen to this Senegalese lady mbala finko play la janne hello assalamu alaikum UDP for Banjul no this is not the one let me ask this person to send it to me again hold on let me just mute Alimbala, like, I'm trying to get hold of the video. It was on my phone, but it got deleted. I think most of you would have watched the video. And the video is so revealing. And Hadim Guy made a complaint la kola la kola, but now reality has kicked in for some people. Some Gambians have realized that this is really national embarrassment. Ndola Banco na key sectors, na key institutions will be outsourced. And I'm not being xenophobic, but we need to salvage this country. Alama ale Gambia maybe we need divine intervention. And through the divine intervention, maybe we can. But we have a lot of work to do. We have a problem with the IEC. IEC is a problem. IEC, we have to really focus on them. It all from problem the Maka Gambia, near Gambia to the political unpause in 2016. IEC le problem of course. Oh, somebody said I'm muted. Sorry. Yeah. You're right. I'm muted. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, maybe I'm gonna navina. So you guys hearing me? So unko niaje meta banko la problem o diamla. Ntola problem of omneti. Nyim banko nyanta bondi lale. Alma ala endema. Tomamri we can have divine intervention. But our problem is we have a problem to deal with the Independent Electoral Commission, the so-called Independent Electoral Commission. Because IEC, a big problem for Gambia. And we need to focus on IEC. I think in the next 6 months, we'll be able to focus more on IEC. All this work that we are doing, all this fundraising, we are spending endless man-hours all spent on TikTok, 4 hours, 5 hours, medium la Gambia la kola because laftanga win. Kori kumolo mo ka foko niano barwe gani. Omo kori kumoleti. Mo ka fore kori kamolo rek. Mo ka fore ite you are genuinely an opposition kori kumolo. Womu fole ti doron bar mo la fi baroy win. Inte de mala fi baroy win. Barola gwino mu Gambia la masi boleti. Nimbaro winda. Na democracy fond puru na democracy price sustain. We'll have a lot of question marks around it. So wala na barola wino mu masi boleti for Gambia. So it is imperative on all of us. Ntol me yalan ko nyani banko kanu. Make fankum kuti. Me fero fere kela ngate. And we cannot do that without by neglecting the Independent Electoral Commission. Sadly, it is very frustrating. Let me tell you one thing. I get very frustrated. Ninkomam frustrated, I'll be lying. I get frustrated because the Gambian opposition are not even coming together to fight the IEC. Parti dantandeka IEC la komov. UDP lom and Imama Kande. Let's face it. I don't hear any of these oppositions talk about IEC. Apart from UDP and GDC. Nim parti do ka valse realize. And moneka ke UDP fanana problemoti. UDP nindara even the inter-party talks. UDP said diamu nyawanya. Ni UDP killing them. Like, for example, every party sends delegates to the inter-party talks. And democracy is about majority. Nalon tol UDP ngol le ka fo janko. Ntolle nyanta coalition lead la because ntolle nga majority shot. So majority count. So nita inter-party talks fanana. Ni UDP damaya blow wulindi. UDP la represent mofla damaya blow wulindi. Raising an objection to IEC. So Nimo Seo from other parties, in my UDP support, we cannot do anything about changes because it's about majority. But Ning opposition will be attack together and raise concern. Even right now, we are going to have supplementary registration. Liston involve mass scrutinize for deletion of Ketajele. Molmeli Alonko, they pass on May their souls continue to rest in peace. Mel Banta. Malon Jumalebe listo to Mele Alongo still surviving. Ngamela ghost. We have ghost, voters, ghost people in that vote list. Mele Alongo so called by Rimanta Balorim, but in the voters card system. So we need to keep eye on this. This is very, very fundamental. But sadly, yeah, I got it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will check. Okay. I will check. Thank you so much, Salam Balama. So, Mina had him gaila kotole. But until I diamo left our and the back IEC la Carola. Because I'm really, really worried about the Independent Electoral Commission. And Molbuka diamo nyinkola back with the millions that went into the we are thinking that these people have the money. And IEC definitely, it is very sad. Sometimes I don't understand what is going on in this country. It's so frustrating. People can't understand. You tend to run out of words. And on neither the media platform, although hardly IEC is even a topic. It is like new opposition karikote, new opposition karikote, new opposition karikote, molbe news about. And the umpire, the referee, molbe kala come over back. That this is worrying for me. Because IEC nimol tilinda is very easy to defeat the incumbent. But the IEC jubadita, we have to be very, very lucky, and we have to be extremely alert to make sure that Ilasunya role cannot work. And this is why we should be talking about the Independent Electoral Commission. But it's like people don't talk about the Independent Electoral Commission much. And we want to focus on other issues. To me, they are irrelevant in the bigger scheme of things. I'm not saying they are not relevant, but they're irrelevant in the bigger scheme of things. So, the next topic on the IEC La Kuala, there is a limit to what we can do, because people even think that UDP should do this, UDP should do the UDP alone can always complain, because none of them even foreign registration ola. Don't like for back and back from because support shot. Because more miracle we have been xenophobic. How UDP the Malika diam ni luntan kuala. And every responsible voter, every responsible citizen, inyanta complain na inyanta la sovereignty safeguard la. Wala inyanta kala issue. Because niwo manke itala luntan will not even you list kono. Porque stop to vote. It's going to be a problem. But let me start with this nyena fenko nga video nyin play down nga lamay nga moya kinyanane. Okay, thank you. I got it now. Let me send it to this other phone so that I can play it. Nga moja malayalamay already, but for the sake of this program, I want to play it here. Alalamay.
Sénégalais yi ñooy jàmbaar ñoo ngi fii ba tey ci visite bi nga xamante ne secrétaire d'État Amadou Serif Diouf ministre chargé de Sénégalais de l'extérieur amal na ko fii ci réewum Gambie ñoo ngi fii ci port sec bu Banjul ginnaaw bi ministre bi jógee fële ci ministère de l'intérieur bu réewum Gambie dafa ñëw fii ci port sec bu Banjul port sec bi nag doomu Sénégal moo ko moom mu nekk espace bu toll ci 60,000 mètres carrés weer wu jot ñuy def lu toll ci 4,500 conteneurs fii nag premier ministre Ousmane Sonko visité woon na ko daaw tey ki nga xamante ne mooy secrétaire d'État Amadou Serif Diouf ñëw visité ko ndax xam ngeen ne lépp loo xamante ne dafa jëm ci doomi Sénégal yi nekk ci bitim réew dafa war a ñëw gisanteeg ñoom waxtaan ak ñoom ci naka la état di def ngir gunge leen ndax xam ngeen ne ministère bi gouvernement bu bees bi mu ñëwee dañ ko tuddee ministère de l'intégration africain moo tax ki nga xamante ne mooy secrétaire d'État Amadou Serif Diouf fépp fu doomu Sénégal nekk di liggéey dala fay fekk lépp loo xamante ne état war na la ci accompagner mu accompagner la te kii nga xamante ne mooy Khadim Gueye jàmbaar la nañ leen bàyyi ngeen seetaan lépp lu tukkee ci visite bi nga xamante ne secrétaire d'État Amadou Serif Diouf amal na ko fii ci Banjul rawatina ci port sec bi ma ne port bi port privé la doomu Sénégal moo ko moom ñu koy Khadim Gueye ñu la
Okay, I think this is the most important part for me. Secretary d'État, number one was Secretary of State, France Kamoto. Secretary d'État, number I call for Secretary of State. But Senegal do for the Secretary of State so la. Malum atol me France come moy baake alte mako ila ni Secretary d'Etat. What is it? Is he ila what is there? Ila jumale nata Gambia because agama kavo Secretary d'Etat. You know, that is Secretary of State in English. Okay. So wala nata Gambia. And alia moyle ko Gambia la poroto ako domi Senegalais hadim gay. Momom li. But bradi amta, there is one lady, I think she's from Banjul, Barama Amatofo. She got a reaction. Let's listen to what she said.
They hate ndoko. Hello, assalamu alaikum. UDP for Banjul. Ñu ne dañ jaxlé. Ñu jaxlé nañ. Day hate ndoko. Suñ ko tapaj dem. Bañ ndoko ba légui gisuñ ko
No. This is not the one. Let's see whether this is the.
Dali suma baat be xool motax mënu ma wax.
Ali la moy.
Wa yalla baax na bis bu ñu yalla may nguur gu baax dinañ won Gambia ni naka lañ dé gouverner. Li gatcha la de. Li kuy doomi Gambia da nga wara tecc sa da nga wara toy de wanda. Li dafa ruslu mané li Mariam Seka moma ñika wax li ma méré ko tongo ko. Moma dé make up dematuma kiram. Way tay ma ko kol ne ko Mariam ling dama fofolu di Mariam degala ling doon wax degala kay lan lay wax. Ndey Njaay wax ma ko man ni easy wu ma man duma discuss about ben rew ken du discuss suma dika ma gëna xalaku dika way ken du wax suma dika dara gatché gi ma am bok yal na ma jik mu ngi ni dama baro munut ñi ko support xamuñ ne ñun bañ la lañ ko bañé be pare mom moy kan sax arma baro moy kan ben ñu ñetti at def ko fukki at fine ñun duñ against duñ wax lu suñu yoon nekkul yarewuñ ñuko waaye Pali li dafa métti si xol de dafa métti torop si xol dafa ruslu torop kuy gor dereti gor si daw si yow ngay doomi Gambien ñu suux fa sa jumba bi ñu suul ko fa tey am nga lu la naxari Sénégalais dañu rëy lamiñ dañ peak mouth gis nga Xaadim Gay mi dina bu jaagee na Gambia def ak lim am yépp kere ma ngi ni Sénégal be suma ci rakkaa ngi ni ñoo dendoo Xaadim Gay mi kii dafa emrij bopam Gambia si nguuri Adama Barrow waaye barke yonenti yàlla Muhammad waat naa ko ci Alxuraan ak suma koor gi maala ne bés bu ñu amee nguur gu ba Xaadim Gay dina génne gatam si biti maamu rek le comme ñëpp.
Okay, I do apologize for some of those words that obviously coming out of this audio. Okay, we don't allow those things to relay on this platform. Okay, because I don't think that's a nice language. Okay, memobe hakodanila for sound bad men that I express on men for I don't want to repeat it. I think sagala siman. I think you know hamne ñoo gëna ma dégg olof mën ngeen ma correct. But I don't think that's not a pleasant word. We don't want to air those things on YouTube Live Bantap, and I want to really apologize. This is a very noble platform where we don't allow some of these things to air. But I'm just playing the audio. Jigéen bi dafa mer. Te war naa naxar Gambien bu nekk ne Senegalese foreign minister, thank you, Mr. Tal, Secretary d'Etat, well, Senegal foreign minister. I think it's Secretary of State, like America. Secretary of State is a foreign minister. Dollar UK don't have a foreign secretary. So the Secretary of State Senegal, not a Gambia, not a visitor. Atata Adim Gala Finkoto, so Senegal Dimo Funtita, ko Senegal will be to condemn because Gambia la Poroto, Udula be Senegal Dimo Tambujeti. So Jimusin Dimo Memelanko Bambe Dimolam, Abe ala Kamfale Tandikanko. Anytime Dinga Mansakunda Kuroso, so maybe table only be torn. We need to salvage our country. Dollar country, we just celebrated 61 years of nationhood a couple of days ago. Gambia is Sanjita Waron in killing 61. But we are not independent. Dollar Kurango, Senegal like our supply. Na internet on the ace cable, akabon on Senegal. Security, President Omenka Kanta, Senegal so the role. Now na poro to Senegal. You know, I have nothing against Senegal. Don't listen to Senegal and man am na haritu bari neka Senegal. Why? Jigen bi luta mu mer bem wax faso worshi li dafa wara naxar Gambien bu nek. And this is why we need to come together to salvage our country. But until Gambian we are preoccupied fighting one another. Yes. Ikamera baro en sadale fo bondi. Sonda ka mononte fe wala. Ikama baro en tol sadale bondi. We have this important issues. Wala na Senegal o sinana banko kang ye kibiri. Ban Gambian moy dem Senegal, and you have lion's share of ownership of the Senegalese port. It's never going to happen in a million years. They will never do it. Even if you are going to do it, you are going to have partnership, local content, all the countries, investors, foreign direct investment, you make sure there is a local content, local partner. So hadim gay buga invest in Gambia. Therefore, a partner ak domi Gambian. Mo am some percentage domi Gambian amu the lion's share. Banko sobe ul kolek. But ikan je Gambia donne moyena ako atifra because ki moko wa mone domi Senegalais la. Xam nga ba waxuma ko. Mo ñew mom area bi nekk support bi. Morikeba, you always tell me that my moderators need to check the comments, but I'm not seeing any comment here. That is a problem. What problem? Tell me what is the problem in the comment section. Can you just tell me before I carry on? What comment is here? Which is a problem. I am watching the computer, but I'm also on TikTok. But I haven't seen any comment here. That is a problem. Can you tell me? Yalo inyanda monekela. Ni going to check the comment. Afonyoko look at this comment, this, that, and that, and help me. But can you tell me what the comment is, Morikeba, before I carry on? Maybe you can please. Then I will carry on. What the issue with the comment is, because you said the moderators need to check the comments. What is Emily saying? Emily King, what? Okay. Emily, what is this Emily guy? Okay. Okay, na moderator malum for okay, let me see. Because malum for na moderator be up. Oh, okay. Y'all, this come on guys. These kind of things is very, very, very difficult to okay. Ngamari block. Y'all ni moy nude color profile out. That is just Facebook allowing that. It's TikTok allowing that. Because nata mari mang na comment, but it's a nude profile. That's look. I understand. It's just more people do all sort of profile on their thing. So let's not be bothered with that. Mbal Danila, okay? Because ala profile or a nude keje woman. Imagine tema korosifa na comments or like keje abe nasty comments okay. But ni moy look TikTok will allow, and this programs are live. Anybody can join and watch it. So mbal Danila na mari comment keje me alongo is. It's actually not pleasant. Then maybe we can handle. But more profile, imagine don't be la profile on the bukataraji. Do la profile of engage. So people choose whatever. Ntengamara TikTok la fama nyana ni sifal allow la fam. Nyana allow la. It all nyanta you control and even profile of la man. But that is it. So let's carry on, guys. Okay, more keval kana worry was sifal. As long as I'm maribela moirola. Or something, then we can get exactly. Lamin Sanya is TikTok should not allow that, not us. TikTok le manyana allow la. But name more nude color profile gonna not have live gibe. You can't do anything because that's something that I have no control over. I do. Okay, let me carry on with the topic. Some of these things really distract. But laughter men for jam wala nyuntiko. So hadim guy ntolmeta complain ala kuolale. But the Gambian will be from being more like Hadim Guy Lakobof. When do we even talk about Hadim Guy? Ndolanyim Banko, the things that Nyanda Mel for a Hadim Guy is controlling our country, Senegalese or Taikuno, what is the name of the other guy? Me Adam Barroso Motola. Whatever na Banko control can. Khalil Wage. Ye na basic commodities di wala import. And it is zero rated like Manu and other things. So most of these bagasol me alongo the basic commodities will leka into form access to the koge. So in the banko we are under colonization. And you cannot buy the finger that feeds you. Senegal leka na president wakanda. wala nan tolu this 2026 ni Gambian ol yalon ko in 2026 kumayata nyame. Wallahi, we should all try and work extremely hard na Adama Barrow bondi. Nde sometimes mbuka ko mirano ko Adama se continue ko kendo la president. Because ni Adama continue te kendo la president ndol do la Gambia citizen ya mun na falbe tarlara. Ndol men bebe wuri kan na citizen ya ni ano nga fay. Ha. Ni Adama keda na president wati. Ali na citizenship revoke. Because na banku de citizenship because that means we cannot stand for our country. Na banko fang be jemala. So ning Senegalese journalist ko kana kanyim fo. So ni musun nga kamfata nga ko de nga diamo. Ay nyin diamo men ko rek malaf wala ay bantaba. But I think she's got a point. I'll go continue.
Sis, li nga wax moy diga. Gambia ni suñu ewut ci bi duñ musa ew. Suñu ewut ci bi man li daf ma naxare ci suba si ni be xawma lan lay def. How could he? Hadim Gay mu ngi jënd fu nekk. Ah? Por bi jot sarax nañ ko tokisi 80%. How could they take the 80% and then we take 20%? Why would they do that? Even for right now, bo fa demee CFA bi moo fa gën a am doole. Dala si ndax dina dugg Sénégal. Ba pare everywhere foo xam ne important na prison yi fu nekk ñu ngi jaay di jaay rek. Di jaay. Te ñuñ ko jaay ay foreigners rek lañ. Ha war nañu campagne bu baax a sensitize nit ñi wax ak nit ñi eewu. Nit ñi war nañoo eewu de gis nga fii combat bi nii du problème bi de. Up country bi ñooy problème bi. Ñooñu buñ leen naxee jox leen benn saaku sukur ba pare laaj buñ leen di dugal ak ñoom foog nañ ne nag ñoom ñoo rey. Dégg dëkk bi. Dégg nekk nii. ñooñu lañu war a sensitize. ñooñu ñoo war a eewu fi mu nekk nii. liñ leen di taalal noonu di leen nax noonu is the taxpayers money suñ xaalis la. doo noonu la war a demee waaye dañ nekk di leen selmal. lii xew Gambia is too much. Gambia mu ngi dellu gannaaw like hell. So it's up to people di farlaate kii suma mbokk la kii suma lii la des na si ñoom. Man daal ñu ma mun a sensitize. Duma a social media person. Waaye ñu ma mun a sensitize ñu ma mun a waxal maa ngi wax ak ñoom ba léegi. So lii rek war naa nit ñi. Because bu yàggee kenn xamul si kan la moo ñëw dal mun nañoo ñëw sax benn bis ñu la sa kër gi génn fa ñun fii dañ ko jaay fii warloo fii dëkka te mu ngi xappun ay salaaje ak yeneen place yi te ñuñ ko denc ay foreigners yi lañ.
Okay, kii xawma turam nag bi ko waxu turam waaye man dama jox audio façon audio yi nag danaa ko bugg di play bantaba di ko kii waxam bi foog naa ñu bari nañ d'accord si waxam bi man de d'accord naa dafa only one part d'accord ma ak moom in fact boobu d'accord naa ba 100%. Yes, problème bi si dex bi la yàgg naa ko wax fii bolon kono mun na problème oleti problème ba fankatam fangode waaye du dex bi rek ma sista su fekkee ne mun nañ maa recordal suma section bi ñu yónni la ko Banjul mii sax problème la te Banjul is capital city waaye Banjul Adama Barrow moo fa dee win nañ la waxante dëgga bantaba nag fii dañoo waxante dëgga de sista bi mu ne dex bi mooy problème bi ko Barrow mu ngi leen a nax di yóbbu fa courant loolu dëgga la dex bi problème la dëgga la dex bi man sa is a concern dex bi okay na Aisa one of my moderators here ñi Emily membe ñi nu picture be jan dukaran mako ya mute nte ngabara nga block le nata la commento is coming ye mako ya block nata ya je kote but ngabara nga block le Banjul si bopam problème la because settle by election bi xew Banjul settle ñaata council ñew NPP loolu lañ am Banjul ñu ni UDP du ñewin Banjul opposition du ñewil Banjul nekuma I have no problem with Banjulans. I have a lot of respect. Banjul always supports the incumbent from time Jawara. So suma fi gene jigéen bi mu ne dex bi mooy problème dafa waroon a yokka ne Banjul tam problème la te Banjul is the capital city man lu ma di gis most countries capital city normally they vote for the opposition waaye Gambia rek nga dee gis capital city bi moom rek ñoom ku fa toog rek is very sad so I hope ne sister bi dina waxtaan ak nitami okay iko Mam Lisa Lom but how come Mam Lisa kango suute are you sure this is Mam Lisa ndinga Mam Lisa kango suute la de so this is very very sad okay hadin gay wolentola economy control Banjul Misa is a problem because Adama Barrow jama ikatele support ja and amanka Adam Barrow from Adamade nim president men nata rek yeah it doesn't sound like her somebody said atelo mar mam ratemu okay ñing ikabe Banjul ngama be sees in the ground so bari mbalu Dani Lamunela the solution to all this is for us to remove Barrow from power but we cannot remove Barrow from power if we don't tackle the IEC. This is why I must start my program like IEC. Man, IEC is my headache. Yes, we are doing our level best, UDP. And in fact, funny, the ma wafti turu nitki. But in nim molebe diamo ka men kian kayaf election onying, I travel on the ground. Amari mun na UDP support la balti. Tonya, karte stamo keta kian kayafle. I can confirm that now. Because ngamoy le rumors ko iko yenna karte wol sanne. But yara fan yenna mulla karte wol le sang. Wala na barol NPP winda kian kayaf. Ni mobe kachala konyoko tonyalo sandiro ketale. In fact, I'm already into details, but into details, maybe involving yin karte somewhat. Into all to for la jam. But the information of the sindi male. Na molu and can you imagine as little as $1,000 ikwe karteo dol sa wala not even 3,000 dalasi wuli kili mono wuli kilinti ate hani mani boto fon silem mam bolon kono londe but combo wuli kilingo maybe I hani tili saba de paso fon sila tili kilin da paso ni aboni je fente tulebo wuli kilin de hani super kanja fon tabileno Gambia so ikoy dol la kartewol sang dalasi wuli kili unbelievable iko 2 days 3 days before itatale dunda korral kono ka molla kartewol sang be pare intimidation of an keta jele iko intimidation o keta jele ka mol silandi sefo participer tawtole ka mol silandi ka sate dingol silandi nalman karto fayni tendin but intimidation o hani o keta nyawne la karto be bulu danu no barote ganni la kiyan kayaf murana be nyim fo ka ali jam so nintolu man tolu kanna okay dole ko amanke mamli sada ko ay musundu ni lon thank you Ibrahim Cisse it doesn't sound like her tell musundu ni ngamla be Banjul but anyway ningambien olum tol bukanna banko itike idingol la samo future of your children your samo lololo ngay jay sa carte voters card for Barrow can even invest $100 million to buy voters card promo talk si place bi because Barrow yalo na be siri menka Barrow yalo ne ko na bulita nyin dulanto nim failol yeleta wuro le be kumala so abe kuku kelale to make sure ay carte woning aya labaj ato bari tolu banku dingol le nyanta ngo munon dala si wuli kilindi to nyalon ko dolom de ba wali kilime mun si le ma Gambia ninga to liyo carte ni o carte wotal bul wuli kilimo wali la siran mun men inata kiyan kayaf biri bota election biri siran ganya ali jejele ko tenke bam ale NPP ngol jejele nin ko di busol be yaay la imal faale right well dalay wuli kili hani ñe samo fon ata sile la iko bring ko bari ñu fonte nte man believe cartewol santale because nin cartewol man sanno UDP would have won in Kiankayaf Ma sembe we are try what alama work. But it worked in this. So nyabe nying inducement obela alma ICJ mandiamu barola nying 50 million kadi yimbemu politics of inducement against the Electoral Act. Alnamana ICJ funti de baro condemn kan. Nothing. Everything is done in the favor of Adama Barrow. Bimbe program dole la moy kan. Ibrahima Jarala programme dole wenu NPP sa ngamara be NDP le woto mare fanan ka tum attaque la le NPP war sa ateni ke ba mari bo janbe ko ako barola application IEC took less than 2 months. In fact, imam barola application will be fat barola application on yinta ya approval so but if you told 1 year so abatani ko yes ako ika baro favole. But that is the king. IEC book a borrow finger. And the interesting thing is, I am going to repeat this over and over. Do we ponder for a minute what happened to those 400 million men doing the private accounts of the IEC? And then police will after investigation, okay, again, IEC blow lick Adam Barrow kind of investigation. So Gambia for $1 problem mainly is the Independent Electoral Commission. Nka focus about this luntang wala ni registration or yes, luntang wala participate in the election or that can happen. But ninga IEC should remain tilinda. And IEC say tongo detonole with collective effort nim preso. But preso kabonang United Democratic Party and in GDC. Ndeka jahalle. Molu bijang iko independent iko itolmu opposition party already. But it's at 2-3 hours. Barola kuma fon bukov. 3 hours you not talk about Baro. You not talk about economic hardship. But I can come to response to Iko Molmen Keto la leader attack. Yes, that's okay. In politics, the avenue of response should happen. Because no more political kono you've been dishonest. Political kono for more you respond. But I'm talking about Baro. I'm gonna program that in Baro. So if anybody you are serious about you are opposing Baro, ila program or maybe 75% should be Baro, maybe 25% you can address other issues. But when you take 100% of your program and devote it squarely to oppositional jabby, you have lost that direction. The momo betonya for the direction loosely. Yes. B momo be political kela iteko barole lafta tala. 75% of your program should be about Baro or 20% you can address other issues. But when it goes the other way around, you are not fighting Baro. Alimbenga tonyafo. Ntol damal se nyo respond nole. Because wote by la politiko kono. Politiko ni mo kumo fa ikan. Fe fa mo defend. Go ni politiko le kata. Iko lies that remain unchallenged can prove to be true with the test of time. Fania me alonko imam fania ni respond. Na meta fania ni men napole bale. Ko UDP ni mandinka party naputa UDP manyame. Naputa male ben fiti kam. Right? So fonga response here and there nyindol fanan but ndeka platform ol janne mali alonko they will spend 3 hours 4 hours baro kumo bukafo ajibe hadim gala nyum video I expect it to be a topic but bringing video fundita who cared about this video all these days ndebe TikTok program or ramoy Mamo fang moba code ni moya discuss fanan alsen correct mammo moy ba discuss but this is a problem. We have a Senegalese tycoon me alonko Banjo Road construction Baroya Diatella Hadim guy is pretty much controlling our economy. He's a major player and reportedly allegedly Hadim guy aka nyula pamle Greece not with dollars but in euros and safer and aka foreign currency lady allegedly top government officials aka koro dila envelope dila le but nate ba dila baka dala sodi. So no wonder everywhere he's fitting. But nyin nyante kala topic otile. But yimanke topic. Ndebe dani ro menkela. Andung next time ninga nyin diam si falje. Fone atara makala muta. I will appeal mbitala nyin platform ultol mbafala okay. Alinga ninga tarantol ko be opposition. Nde opposition ya wale kan sinyin platform. That's why ni nata medium la barola. Other issues mba address because hani banta bajan defang other issues all address. I do. Ninkomboka address me fani ala kola. Nka address. All right. But I think every opposition platform, and this goes to all the opposition platforms, at least they call themselves opposition platforms. I think if you want to be, it'll have to Barole Bondela. 75% of your airtime should be devoted to Baro, 20% or 25% you can address other issues. But when it goes the other way around, then seriously, you're not fighting Baro. Can anybody challenge me on this? Nobody can challenge me on this. If you want to challenge me, you will just challenge for the sake of it. But momo nyunkumi da yatente ibalo nako ninka diam hakili mal muka diamu jusu maliye molmen ka kamfa. But if you want anuntolu, you know, Gambia la kole kante balafa. Ngasi jana ima kwal moment ka balafa Gambia la kola back. Ha. Anung ntolu we are playing with fire. Adama Barrow atele ani Yaya Jammeh Kenya man killing. Yaya Jammeh was brutal. Yaya Jammeh was a dictator. But Yaya Jammeh member kona ka wole fo. Wala na Yaya Jammeh fonga lo aka fo ni momo nyinke me sambala na mile 2 and aka kele. Me sambala 6 feet deep and aka kele. Allegedly. Bari nga fo nyama. Allegedly aka kele because ñu ketala man sekundal. Bari Adama Barrow yala Adama Barrow Gambia non lene menela. Ate mo mutala, ate jongola kreta, ate jongola kita, ate molu mutala ka molu arrest, ate opposition leaders all mutake address. Because before ngomba jibe kan ye statistics bondi. Corruption index, Gambia corruption index is very, very poor. 31.6. Rule of law, 38.5. Press freedom, Gambia is not doing bad. 65.4. One of their highest scores, press freedom. Political rights, 54.8. You already, Eco Gambia. Okay. This information, Eco Edward Francis Morse raises concern over Gambia's governance standing. Gambia governance standing on unity. Okay. The statistics on Gambia government. Political freedom, political rights, 54.8. Okay. That's average. But none of the press freedom, they have done very well, 65.8. So what Adama is trying to tell people, not journalists will blame freeta, media is free. Unlike Jammeh. Jammeh at time being media was not free. In fact, that led to a lot of journalists went into exile. So he is trying to tell the international community, not democracy safeguard le nyumbankokan. Journalists will free tale. Okay, mboka journalists sorong. There are no political prisoners. Puru as a wala validation shot. But watara nana ta karte fa wala karola atebala sunya role nim fenkol men kala duma abol kala. So nindol ma wuri the international community would not know that. Everything is honky dory in Gambia. And Gambia nak ndol we are not a protesting nation. Muka protest ndol we are more of diamulalu. No of tojalante kanyo tojalante TikTok. But none of the protest la. No. Ndol protest o kan ninga killing nyinang yeta ye more confined where Denton Bridge or fenke police only more confined yenga wulinga plaka but coming massive protest bango be mama. When did that happen in Gambia? I cannot remember. But about students on April 10th, students will become a Jikuo. Yeah, Jamela time. When was the last time Gambia nationwide protest? I can't remember. Book up nationwide protest. So we have a problem. So Adama Barrow, but corruption, Adama Barrow's performed very badly. Corruption is 31.8, the lowest, one of the lowest scores. Adama Barrow corruption okay. Because Adama for himself is part of the game. You cannot fight against corruption if you are clean. Problem. So Adama is leaving this. Rule of law, Iko Fanamamberia 38.5. But press freedom, Adama is doing very well there. Press freedom, that is 65.8. Ala NPP ngol kanjine for moli. Freedom of Gambia, say what it. It's a game. Adama another manipulation or whatever Walter Ya Jameti. Ya Jame is more direct. Ya Jame will go and do things directly. He will say things directly. Adama will pretend already. He will pretend as he's a Democrat, but on the down low, Adama Bala cool Kelale. More strategic with Adama Barrow. We have to be very strategic with Adama Barrow. He cannot be underrated and he should not be underrated. That's why I'm appealing to everybody. That my job is to appeal. If anybody likes, don't listen to my appeal. But I'll be on record that I have done my duty as a citizen to call this. If anybody is an opposition, Mavo more member NPP there. But more ko dem opposition lady. Whether UDP le or mental UDP, ko bari ko dem opposition lady. Your platform or yele. 80% of your airtime should be dedicated to Adama Barrow. Talking about corruption. Okay? Talking about the injustice in the country. Talking about lack of reforms. Mon constitutional sort Hanisai. Gambia man third republic sort Hanisai. Up to this moment. The lack of collaboration between the central government and the local government. The local government or Hanisai, the developmental man tambinya surpass what they have already done is because of Ibe Kelola. Iman support sort of from this. Dollar UK recently, the government is giving what? Is it 500 billion to the local councils? That's a lot of money. Pounds. Local authorities will support. Gambia is the opposite. Baroka lole openly. Brigamangol Nalma Yanko Badabo Bondi Gentala Marso de Dal. Chairman Yanko Badabo. Let me give him the respect. Okay? Okay? So Kiamalandi Bisane, thank you for watching. But probably another support mendila error from Atadi La Buffalo Nalman Kiamalandi Bisane Bondi Genta. The same thing will go to Banjul and KMC. Alright? Because Akajeleko opposition on Lebanon Blalto. You man nantola kulungoto imanana boso kono imalafi can support so ndolla banko mbeta be develop lo no nyaadile wala nanko ndolo we should be doing 80% of our time talking about the IEC, talking about the corruption, talking about the injustice. What is sad is you go to platforms, you see opposition will be no castigate la. Kemalani Bisane is watching. 2-3 days ago, there was one ugly development in one platform. And it's beyond comprehension. People who really want to salvage their country will be indulged in this. We have a president. Thank you so much, Chairman Landi Bisanya, Ramadan Mubarak. We have a president, who is ready. He's got resources. He's got tycoons who are ready to finance him. Momo yalongo yikarte osama shembe. Iko carte voters card dolbi je wuli killing dola fola wuli fola dola fola wuli saba bare moment dia matente o konyelo ko ma wuli sabo fango si dol fango la carte wuli sa wuli killing nela ma believe that is wuli killing. And we have this news headline nyemusu new nyemen dia anta banjul teng a kamfata nyame mbe nyanta kamfala wala nyama mbe nyanta kamfala wala nyama. Because look, Nabanko is in a mess. Adama Barrow fele abe yaay kan hanin dolla jara ye mital keje ndal fon la jara burengan blalto e mital keje pour ka molo nene je ka foka courant le samba je bar banju kombo mem komboti courant is off wolo nga onko laare ja ba folo nawe is now acting up nawe fon wolo nga je statement o bondi so kombo courant man soto je rural bari ñi musu digo men fo ikata santo to ika wolu nene because iko santon tolo man santon ko disrespect tolbe bota santo lo no ndolbe na wululal bota woleto siyolen si combo bari ñi ñonene o pretty much aka wara jele. But it's not only there. Banjul is also a problem. Wala na jigen be bu waxine def bi moy problème mané dédé def bi do rek Banjul ci bopam problème la. Banjul ñom ñoo wara nek role model. Ya fo barona dagase. Because capital city mo de nek di eye opener of every nation. But lolu fekku ñu fa. Bi nga moy fanam iko jamon sonko le fanam be kering yaram bamba fo yaram bamba lomba malo. You know, Gambian businessman o dole fanam dunta dispute ikay ko dole dundi jama ngoto ibe ñoo sabaka almami yala ñi ne ñande kat almamo nga was on Gambia ya safi Gambia la ko fon ke jahal le fon ñimbang ko fon sometimes I get deflated sometimes about this country if I'm going to be honest, but I am going to get resilient. I'm not going to give up because that's not in my DNA. Giving up is not an option. Hadamadi woni be balori, you try until ibe dana daming. Can I give up? But it's in human nature, sometimes you get deflated. Because nimmen kachata u batanan Gambia mamie ba akonyo ko seo do ko bale bal bulde ni mari batanan Gambia mamie ba akonyo do ko bale bal bulde akonyo India mo ñu ciow be janda so Gambia no wolde are moving on ibu kalom fong ko buji, and that's true. Defo nga ñi realize la ben be Gambia last time itol ni la allowance sol soto la fenkol soto rek fale wuñ mo ne carte keso mo se la carte wa fi $1,000 jutu na yaman tambala lolu yefi hebate la mo yete jibe ate bankudi akoy ko ila carte fay kayto me ala bete la future determine be dingol la future dimana be mamari ngol la future determine akoy ko ñin samanan naate budu pour ite kana fay opposition e nga wuli kilimo dila wala kili what is $1,000 mono $1,000 iti dalas wuli kili mono wuli kili inte fenti wuli kili me mono silete marima ya do may lota dame ya do mo jaay bang ni tade credit ko se yakela funo kono fente tule bulu within 1 hour 2 hours 1,000 o nyimbanda e bulu ken so ngoytu ye kansulo me election KFB wote ku bondi la tolka. It is very sad. Wala nak bang nyim banko la ko jël hadim gaybe mañal hadim gaye na banko muta control yenna poro muta yadi toki sol la Senegambia bridge yodi Africa 50 la security report wobe mo le bulu Sierra Leone no chief executive officer je o security report state Adam Barrow president's office wala ka control wala nantolo we have to work extremely hard in this 2026. Opposition, you are ready to fight another opposition. Namero with time, Gambian balo nako ite manna Adama Barrow bondi ite nata opposition lekele. And people are going to know this because you cannot have a platform. You spend 3 hours talking about another opposition UDP. Yes, let me make it clear. People have a right to respond. But if you have a platform and you cannot talk about Adama Barrow for 180%, then you are not serious. You are not a serious opposition. Yes. Because being the problem on to Gambia number one problem with Adama Barrow. Alanga tonyavo. Niya jen tolbe nyin diamo la hanisain tol dol ko retire la de. Mol batatale kabrin 19 hu mol be nyin diamo la. We don't want to be on these platforms until we are aging. We have aged, rather. But we don't want to be here talking about Adama Barrow all the time. Na bango nyanda lola bulukendo le kam. Wala nantol be nyanda tala together le. And that is a problem. That is a big problem. Wolumbe platform dole lamoy kan namera 3-4 days ago. Wol fana ye diamo start UDP this. Intema for UDP mkol fana mukakele. Yes, fana na mol kakele. I have to be honest. Nte kilina vita nakaburo kono. But Nyindol fana, they do a lot. And UDP is like mainly the punching bag. And that's not fair. UDP oppositional to UDP manke mansakunda. More ite yalonko ite you really want to salvage our country? Let's talk about issues that will take our country out of this predicament. For the sake of Gambia, alingake for the sake of the victims, mole banta nyimbankoye. Ntol at least alala dema roto mbe struggle kono bari ntol bemba niorale. Tala solo sandele. Solo sandele dingol le tujang. Ay muso tujang. Ay niole bondi pour Gambia. Okay? Itemenga for UDP is disturbing the country. Can you come up? Itemen ata atepa jiba. You can come up and tell me how. Ila opinion olom. And ibe UDP platform alt. How are we disturbing the country? Canadian comment solar excellent yafonye. I will engage you. You need to tell me how we are disturbing the country. Malaflo na about it. Because UDP lolo tanyim bankoe. Wala na bideta the TRRC. The party omena victim ol siya wala United Democratic Party. So nigo UDP be banko disturb kan how? I want you to elaborate. Okay? So nyanda wala kala. But nyim banko ngata nyameng nyanta reflection okala. Everything is so this honey Gambia political platforms all from don't think is too much of these political discussions. Everything is about party carte. Corruption is not discussed that much. The Bangola governance structure is not an issue. When will this platform stop? 1 or 2 programs they stop talking about politics, partisan politics within political parties that market attend. And what is very, very important, but we focus on things and media will like a discussion on your drive. It's all them the main drivers. Will like opinion seekers all. Ni media focus the main come back molko like a propicoti. Allah Baraka, I've got 15.7K, 190 people are watching. It's pretty poor, but it's okay. All right. Okay, so Dogo high is 23:46 p.m. I know. So kudale. But in nada jane. Okay. Okay. So best moment in 1994 Bonol. These are the feature majority. It all they pretty much dominate the population. So we should be worried about ila mentality because it only see a majority gibe. It only in the people dominate. Okay. Well, and the manda mola comment mute lajan. Nina haja comment from Buffalo ko. Got the conviction. Come upstairs. Let's engage. No call for. But for me, lumen nganying nina video je nganying yung lady jamen diam ta banjol thing about frustration. Expressed a frustration about the banko bita kan nyamin to la banko mantram fangul bulu. We are on the economic still in Gambia for 9 years now. And Adama Barrow, as long as Alaman Tankala, Adama Barrow continue, they will be there until 2031. Alaman Tankala, Naganyeda, Alaman Tankala Sinyasaba, Sungaro Nemoto, Alama Adama Kanagani. But Nakaraji, the economic mantabola Gambia until 2031 because he cannot trust Gambian security. All right. But me Amaromen Fanandila. Ntolu nyanta monekela right now wala nyentiko na focus on IEC na door-to-door campaign warandi bake door campaign, engage people. Ngana diamol 10 platform all to bage. Because lafta na mol haklo blan lamenela. Mbal advise lamenela. Ni momo ka UDP attack ikanende role ke. But alim fananka record. Yes, alinka record, we have it. Because the game they are ready to play, walung dole diamata aya fanke UDP koti platform auto after ninna modol diamati ko yara for omari manke UDP koti, according to what I was told. But omari kalmol membondi yo record le e koko samba gambele pour ka janjandi ji. Ya record le because biri ya record the moyen alert. So ni molbe diam kam platform auto molle ka specialize mele alon ko ka recording ke ka damen kuntu itolu ko be UDP destroy la e ka wole kuntu it got the whole picture di ya kanu jana 2021 ngalo ne ko we won the election. It was hijacked from us. Okay, they more than they believe in the no command 2021 election will win unless you bring additional information. Nobody can convince me unless you tell us in 300 400 million amendment IEC. I don't know dalilo menaji but more than the convince. But in another money fananke, so it can record it again. So what we should do ndol fana nila mole ne ndi rolke ye kuma kolongolke alenga record ay tarambulu ni e ta play mfanangan ta play. But I cannot done yin nga fo dronko you can nenne can get in. So let's have the recording. Recording is very important. It's evidence. Because one moment select a platform auto iko akaya funky UDP quality. I call them for J, it only record le, and they are trying to downplay that ko womari be xenophobic remarks. They recorded it. So we should also record more be ala jose no dabo nenkan, more be UDP nenkan, mafo ya play the platform auto, but let's have the recording. It is very, very important because what happens is if somebody tells you a recording, but you don't have the evidence, then it will be very difficult for people to be. Let's also prepare because the game is now like that. And UDP, I spoke to some people on the down low. Momo UDP in court. You are genuine for UDP. You left about win. Most letter platform auto. Mavo abe more criticized come because criticism is normal in democracy. But in the mobile mola lasilola, mola race. Momo UDP nkoda afaye ko hey ndol UDP ndol mantol kulunyina. This is not part of us. Ye UDP disassociate completely while amaribe de amola hanatralwe sonko la le songa. Most along ko nyingi UDP because dol ke fongol ke UDP tile yena ye kuma ba come menke a couple of days ago. My sister, my camera is aware of that conversation. We're going to phone the next day. All right? Because at the phone platform auto, allegedly, more than other platform auto, I found UDP in court. Command money even in threatening. Farol phone threatening words. So, Nimol go hokai UDP go, what a woman UDP in court. So, Ning it all phone na molben and the ruler platform auto. Kumolfo. Alim fananga record o soto. Ni etal playing on tap play. Benyi amarone dila. But nindol dol la modol ka kele. So these people ka kele ya kanu njane 2021. Aliye maimona sisa dabola dia momo ilanu. Ako ate wotumo ateka recording on le samba ke samba badibo ke play corral. Allegedly ate memf. So new recording all they are very very good because mfutata Ning Gambia 2026 election is not going to be easy. Ning coalition also coalition a comprehensive one, alhamdulillah. But that to me, will make a miracle. But Ndolfana me prepare la modeland as UDP supporters. Let us have our evidences. And let's get it on record. It's gonna help us. Because Womari Mendi Amota, ano ndema muna understand muna na mulke fon ke kuti manke menti ite bina no nyaadi yafo ite mu UDP le wate manke UDP ñun sunkaro fon ko alga sila alala because after le yo mari la kumo fonye because brinde nga o mari mo diam la ntenga oh ni munna UDP ka balti bari ko amanke woti after iko mol fon sel ta platform to wala confirm ka amanke UDP ngoti. So it is something that we have to safeguard. Your political strategy long. We will be selling our agenda. Bantaba Jantol will focus on selling our agenda, the UDP main agenda: constitutional reform, security reform, economic stabilization, one-term policy, constitutional review, one term of Alajusi Nodabo, committed to all, just serving one term, constitutional review within the first 2 years, economic stabilization, security sector reform, civil service reform. We will be propagating that. And until we'll be talking about the IEC a lot. All right. Okay. So let us create this kind of situations. And because saying Abenyaming, hani NPP go dol fon se fanke no UDP tele. Yana ye dabula diamo kono, ye kuma balfo. Because itola interest in the UDP to kuyaka UDP to nondi. It is very, very important. But ngalong na mol be haklut lo mo sifal tole. Mo yalong kete mo UDP ko ni mo na ta after diamo. Man criticism is fine. Somebody can say that somebody is corrupt, allegedly corrupt. That's fine. That's person's opinion. Okay? Nimoko Kari corrupt, or I feel that Kari is not honest. One more opinion already. Well, they are minute. Ningo Kari mu this is or Kari mu betrayality. That's the person's opinion. Okay? Let's say Hussein somebody can come to Bantaba for say Hussein is not honest. Somebody can say Hussein is fake. Say Hussein munafi college. Most of all. That's fine. That's the person's opinion. Am I going to be bothered with that? Somebody calling me a Nafiko, does that mean I will not even lose my sleep over that? Who the hell is that person to judge me? Who the hell is that person to tell me, because who the hell is that person to judge me? Why should I be bothered with that? They don't bother me. Ila consents with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala were important. But mbeyamaro mengela na Gambia politikoto. Race, ethnicity. Alingata, my example Galinda. And this advice is to everybody. B, ni mo lota ako mo fingol ketatenne. Ndol membebe tuwab duja mbebe meka kamvale. Mo fingol. Ni go mo fingol ketatenne rek. Wala kata sulal ketatenne. Mo fingol ketatenne. Mo belebe kamfala. Yes, because I'll bele ma. Ni mo ko tubabol belebe kamfala. It's natural. Wala ni be diamala rek ka fole ko. Kari ketatenne. Ni go sehu sedli ketatenne. Amanjere yafo man ningol betenne. Because me boy la man ningol kan. Ningo ko Aisha tuba betenne. Aisha tuba lo woni bar amanjere nga fo fululu betenne. Koni al nasila alala. Yalo ndega mem fo moli wala nyindi ko nyim politiko diatale. And saying alas nyimbe predictale no. Ko jamana mina telecommunication be develop la ko ini mo setara dunia tongondo sinaga camera do nyaa wala funti tata nyi WhatsApp all video saying fon hani ifama de la wulula la fon alse video call jale nyoje telephone saying communication advance wala also video nyaabe mola ibuka male physically albukal bloody nyola baral ka nyojele isamari la look gibe wera mari is in good shape or whatever video that's it bari nyin technology madela pour que la kaburo dibindi bi ninde ko kari betenne ninni wo kari issue soto wala make sense dan ngata anko jolale betenne because nka junubo drone soto I don't know for kamfale ka mol bulala bang I don't know but it doesn't make sense ni be diamo la mokini wala ko la dama bari kana diamo ye diamo mola ethnicity la ye diamo mola race la ikela kaburo le dibindi because a race tan dunia kono me yalan ko mo kendo dama la biji ye race wo race di mo kendo bije mo kurmol bije bari ni bulata wo race be la ye diamo fo ite junubo le soto ila kaburo le dibindi is that not common sense bari lafita diam la platform operator fane yaje media work be nyameng More buka quickly remember. Platform operator from ite from memo hosti. Itele manyana allow la ni mo ka be comment inyanta mari mute la ya fa go no, this is not happening on my platform. Every platform operator should have that. Ni mo be kamfale kama. Yeah, the democracy is important. Freedom of opinion is important, but it comes with responsibility. Wala na banta bajang. Iko slow ya jufita yirolon ne. Banta bajang jumala minala jayo diam si fal kajang. Jang, honey. That is no zone for this. Wala na UDP online banta ba alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Kabiri mansa talla londi ni silo kan fo sayin. Mo na mana recording fundi jamme alon ko iko nyimbe mul malundi kan nendiro le kata jang afele ba jangandi kan alu ala tala de maroto phoning mantaram ni maroto waram phoning because nimba jang I will make sure another step out of the program is just a minute or so, but I'm not going to leave this program because ningan na program bulaja me kudo la duma then more strategy am kan kulo fo kan jam, but I will make sure that I will save this because that's for me, that's it. But it should not happen. It's just like Al-Qaeda jana in the West. Wala nanka fole ko ndol dega nintu awol daji ko mankili. So maybe more than is I want to say I'm the fan of the West. Yes, I am. And I'm intending more to come wala. Ela kurial soto ela digol kono bari itol leben tolu nyato in many ways. I will not shy of saying that. Tubabolu idama ini tubabolu kela bankol defen. Ika tubabolu fonje damal kanyo fasalede. Idamal se du nyola tenin idamal kela bankol defen bari fangol la banku dingol. Ibuka chahan wal. Ndol Africa ndol ka chahan ndol ka na banku dingol falele bang. Ala nga tonya fo. Ika tubabolu lege la banku dingol kelo be dula ko ne flight ki je la banku dingol bon dinanje. African leaders all setara shearing ila mol setara kelo le banku kan. Ika jele ka flight from arrange pour kataji. Gambia jibe ko sa en Gambia dingol mel kata kelo la Ukraine. Ale foreign ministry found a statement bondi about that. No. Dolla jam British citizen hani ye mari muta Arab banko kan ye sentence. Ile foreign office will make contact with the government of that country to try to secure your release. Yes, they will do all kind of diplomatic maneuvering. But in Dolla Africa government. So more than tubabolu jalayi, tubabolu fi satan tolti in many ways. Alinkanam found nene. Mafo fisamante be alala ya bari menyum dunia tamandir nyalla ikela bankol kanule ani ikela banku dingol fanan la interest o jibele ndol wolete ndol la banko kam ndol Africa fankum wolom bayan laaj ni Africa president wala mantala je fon la interest e man care about the rest of the country. West near media houses all jibeja in the West jandi njawara ni mbara jamata mbara jang hani ibe television broadcast lebe fenna hani nyem football commentary ba jela ko moy nendiro ko funte studio kono they will apologize for that just a mere nendiro sako itebe moju mala jela jabe join the media platform auto conventional media platform ay ta can you xenophobic remarks okay iba stop lale because who's la responsibility la wodi so ndol me alongo me platform auto jam fanan wallahi ni mo na ta lafta ko modol fala ni mo ka be ni leaders all wo momo se will criticize no le leaders all every leader can be criticized ni mo na ta ko kare is not a good leader ndela jero do kare manke gu bango manke good leader ti ano ate banko marola kuke linga na banko di nyina matros which is normal, but certain remarks well they are unnecessary. Okay, so ndewala na jang in this zone here I will be very strict on that. Even if 1 or 2 people want to join the call, I'll prefer than have 100 people, 50 people request, but it's all chaotic. And if I want to make this a dramatized platform, a very dramatic, sensational platform, I can't. And I will have 500 or 600 people watching me. Trust me, I can have easily. I can make it a very dramatized and sensationalized, but that is not the purpose of this platform. All right, so my program stop la jane so kutale Mama bimbe kolla jamatala because it's actually late. Okay, dole be jang I request o kinanne. Menko UDP is problem laftate tala le nga jibe fa be diam la leba because nga nkaine kwa ina jang ay diamo muna la danilo fatu wale be jela bang yama fatu wale manta sino fatu wale ite manta sino la fatu wale TikTok la isalendi TikTok la isalendi okay so cool dale yama la ite man like it got busy. Le follow it's late. It's late for her. TikTok last and so the program will come follow Jani so good. Maybe in a time so on Thursday night we'll come back here again. But much earlier Thursday night. Much a little bit earlier. Nana program. Abla is late for me. It's even late for you over there. Abla is so good at okay, maybe apply for the Makalam to cast a letter. But inko NPP ngole men left a debate like them. But I'm so nala de. Yeah, apply so cool. Apply doctor. Best mommy, I'm ready for TikTok le me de salendi.
Yes, na kiba ngekondo.
Inembara benyadi.
Alhamdulillah, parce que ikaminke is very very good parce que niaje ntemu mfama mu Senegal ti memba mu Gambia ma steering faji kunale.
Okay.
Parce que yaje le al officio mi bijam faji kunale ni kata marché ndiko to ntada nena kata jele ko parce que nte ko politiko kele ko il faut que al moli ka plateforme il faut que diamu media ro parce que bi ntemu funding kel parce que nkaranta janne afandara ngara Senegal ngana karamo la bank Senegal nkaranta janne lati kula school na badala school ngaki janne ko il faut que plateforme alka mol diamu di alka ta cordal to konyol to alka diamu molie parce que bi ndeka bi nana alen bi tema nga karifala ki janne mais ngamin korosi muñul feje funding ko muñul ñing government o mi bijam ibuko kumo fongo ni diam data ni o kumo fongo ibuko jibe le fongo sa
juma le buko jibe
say time sitale pour atol ale min atol bi atol patio atol mu kebati atol patio bi natata kuke atol la nyanta sambala kuke bi atol nyanta jila kata konyol to ka diamu funding keri ka diamu mero an famaño billahi nale woke ni election min gina almatala
inshallah
de la parce que demo opposition je
ide mo Gambian olti bam fo mo e kam moy la ba ite mo Gambian fo mo Gambian Senegalese olti
no karanta janne mbama wulda janne la kuna
oh so imo Gambian olti voters card be bo le bam
abembulle podcast abembulle
okay good so if ana me campaign okay ka UDP e jele fo
abembulle parce que karanta la ma starta kata yele fengo do kadiamu gale parce que bu ka sama ñon kadiamu le ala mo jani biduna patio ñun kono fo mo lié long il faut aller ka tama sa ñame parce que itina yedundi patio ñun kono
tonya
nga fay mi do mo parce que ndeka mi foteng nga fenn korosi funding kel to jam surtout ma jam no konyoto jam mestering faji ko ndada me ja billahi nga mi foteng lu kilimbe ci aba fa funding ko do na center live photo ale diam parce que ni opposition lo mi bebe opposition to jam ni mo katiata ikay ko ñi nte ñi neje ibu kay danko le fonce ibu kay danko
funding wol bu gay danko
pabi ko da mal fo pabi ñi mo kay ñu mi bi jang wolo kay lo ko mo ko xani fene fo
okay
gambingol pare da ñu lo ko mo sañ mi mbekela ali ngal do amina atul ñenta atul mi ko plateforme yela atul ñenta
bari akam da yesuru akam wala moy bakade ito dima
nga suru akam moy la
suru akam fo lakal olof fi mun nga leka alaka olof do
voilà ma ne il est temps ngeen wàcc si koñ yi ngeen dem wax ak boy si ak suñu papa yi ak suñu yaay yi. yaa ngi may dëgg parce que politique dafa am manière de faire dafa am ni ngay defee politique. wàcc si média bi nit ñi dégg leen. nit ñi bàyyi leen xel parce que government bu fi nekk. Gambien dañoo doyal si government bu fi nekk.
Gambien yi bëgguñ government bi de.
bëgguñu government bu fi nekk. parce que man bi ma ñëwee ak léegi man damay toog ak samay morom yi nga xam ne ñoo defandoo temps xale bu ñu nekk xale bi léegi damay dégg ñuy wax. boo waxee ñu ne la ñu government oo kay ñun boo waxee ñu ne la paa bi rek ngay dégg.
waaw loolu neex naa dégg
yéen ñi nga xam ne yéenay taal plateforme. wax leen nag suñu yaay yi. wax ak suñu maire yi parce que boo leen ko deful. ñoom dañuy toog bàyyi ba élection yi jot ñu yëkkati ay saako ceeb di ko jox.
waaw
maire yi ak paa yi.
dañoo politique yi naxante bi la rek boobu la ñu bàyyi rek.
waaw
jërëjëf tur bi again naka tudd
ok jërëjëf Bakary
Koli jërëjëf kontaan naa si sa call bi jërëjëf Bakary thank you abaraka thank you ok best mommy ibi jële ba fo sinole betala ok min mba jëla sinole be wala asalata platform to yalo ñomi nga fo problem molti asalata platform da malon ka saltale Ablai, you have something to say?
Certainly. No, for Mr. Colley, Diamo is a damn better for because foot campaign.
Foot is very important, fam. Foot is very
important. It's security. People are doing that. I'm aware of some people who are doing that on the ground.
He na mole bijam butum fama tade moylale fo butum malon fo Papa Njai Holland le request okinam bodu ngana mi wala Papa Njai ngete am ati da boni politiko dole ate da boni politiko dole
no about that
no but ngala request so sela man na maybe he's gone offline so good I remember you have seen Papa Njai Holland Gomalan Sadebe Party Juma. Is he still in UDP?
It's UDP.
Okay.
Last time I checked.
Okay, that's good. I time that. Yo.
Sometimes not get young.
Ablai. So in Kinjobis, all in Kinjobis, there couldn't for Kunun number. Kinjobis. But I think I more dole lost friend dole be kachaka ni mo fama tanyola. You know. Gani lady dole be kachaka ngam fama tanyola ngam mala lost friend.
Germany, yes, cool. Was nice. We have a nice conversation.
Abla ite fana mo all round.
Yeah, Zibari Kolemi Gonsaboko.
It didn't my camera level the same level. My camera is also
from don't I will gonna request.
Bravo you malo.
Don't eat. Then I got 2 or 3 times, but they don't take my request.
Maybe anyone at the same level.
Because if I hear them, they're saying something, then I come, I start to,
Papa Njai ngajala bemolje. Papa Njai request kina. Papa Njai Holland request.
I've been identified as this guy. No, it's not welcome here. So let me give up.
But that is not democratic. No, but
it's okay. I have other platforms that I can, I go to. So I'm not worried about Nigeria because the last 3 weeks, I made all of them. Request and because request or no.
Maybe a blacklist.
Okay.
Yeah, blacklist maybe.
Yes, because I don't go there and then if you from go, I'm gonna get the bunker when they say something. Because you don't know more than the city. Last time the Muso be Fenkoto, so the Muso Fenkoto. It seems like a very intelligent woman. But Ako Nad was not my contest election. I was so disappointed.
Oh, they contested. They did.
Yes, he said that this woman was talking like somebody who knows politics about Angalo Fola. But when she said that, I'm like, what if I didn't sell the phone? But you know, I was writing like, no, I think that's misleading.
No, not UDP in Dolning NRP the joint.
2006 and 2007 parliamentary.
Yeah, they did. But they didn't perform. They didn't perform well.
Yeah. So I think sometimes you have to do your homework before you just come and talk about something. That's
I don't phone. Niman fengolong phone. Niman fengolong phone. It's a phone leko nga mira.
Want a political corner. Just they started after Jame. So there are so many things. Min kere man felon je dul buke da fongo political. No, they want political. Now all of a sudden they want to be, the biggest campaign manager for the party.
Are they party juma? For them independent.
No, let me see. I don't know. I think it's for Sobe Alum.
Sobe Alum.
Yeah, no, she was speaking very good English. But at least you can go and do your research and before you come and show such things on platform. Nadman contest election. That's so somebody else more than that fight could not contest.
No, they did contest. They did.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So
Imam performed well, though. So.
Yeah. I request you.
I request and I'm not request for you. My papa and I hold on the request. Maybe so good, maybe it's late for him. I will allow you. Sungaro caring, maybe a badaro saying. But he used to have programs. But love running Garamundumala program will start.
No, I can't add for Lavas. He will start. He will start, but I wanted to follow.
I wanted to follow. Oh, yes. Landing Bisane for TikTok lay selling. Landing Bisane, but he was there. But maybe TikTok lay selling is late. It's late for him over there. Midnight. Chairman.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, if I'm a request kina. Okay, now for TikTok excellent. Even yadi, Chairman.
No, I get all jam war bitun say marunga sondronga. Makalam da bringa sende.
Exactly. TikTok like I sometimes I'm also selling like.
Yeah, but better still nga appreciate let me just say thank you very much. Mba follow kan ne.
Thank you.
Mba la we kan ne nga me kacha peti ada but nga manta mela so kutala bari ye kuma dan tam for wrong left all ba mandila. Mala fe kam moyle ba.
Me moy kan loud and clear.
Comme actuellement we platform also nga try as much as possible because fe ni aja barakala I sarto le soro mo ka platform ke hani musical platform lam ni man sarta kendol solo jela ela platform ka bunya soto
tonya
yo so ni platform we bulu si sarto la ni no la c'est que politico ti nyaaw nyang men nyana fola je men nyana kala je ite nyana make sure atulu mortal ali a control
absolutely
because wo man ka comme ite mari kumuti o ela patio damati bari mol men kana je platform auto ñanna platform ñu buña la le
tonya
bay def fon folo ñanna buña platform buña la yow ayta di mol la ko ñu platform ñu satfol le bi
tonya
la ndere CDA because ndaka na janne wato dobe nga wato soton kana jang katra mairie jang katra pol la moy kambari pol kata ñamen jang is very orderly nkaje buña ni hormo jama mol ka hani menu kana je as guest kaje ko wala ka tamaje so ma fo bu katara dula adol to bari maybe mol sa try dal no siandi platform o ni modo na je askeno dolbe je fana e buka taw e kana nyame itolu ni ila agenda kana so ni at start ka preset nyani nyama maybe ka mari malundi je bari sa fo no nyone he sorry de he ka to kare jam buka so wala ja because te ke jele ka o kam wala ja ni modol ko bida silo dol rek e ka fo e buñani hormo kon ko buka ka jam aduna platform dol fana jele men yalon ko mol kana ji ka fo be kudo kala e ka fo comme starite pamodu la programme dol be je ko la moy jande ni ko be kuma do fala ka fo no ka fo
no pamo wo buka ke buko ala fam
so ma fo mo be so bari mo nyana tayla kudo be je sako ni platform me alon ka be dedicating to the party but in the party la ko ka foje because na party mu party buñaari ngolti
yeah
alu na party alpha buñaari ngol lebeje so ning platform o be lori na party la kola ko do beje nim mo ka ba sambal nanje ni ma fono e sando moyta dumala ye diamay
yeah
yo ma foko model la platform ol buko okay but this time around we are much more concerned about our platforms
true
because na alpha yamaro di wala le comme na la platform ol nga try to be as much as possible to be very civil
yeah
kaje ko na bunya ni hormo ke because I remember I can quote him ako bunya mammen sima nentiro buka sima
true
so let's try as much as possible preach that gospel now make sure we operate within that framework be election yala kon
absolutely
mafoko people are confronting us punching us day and night
yeah
we are all witness to that now level more can punch yo but what is the reason of some of those attempts when they can punch wanyama because one we are the biggest party. Two, we are much more structured than most of the parties. So most of them are competing against us, including the ruling party.
True.
So what do they want to see? They want to defame us. They want to see us down.
They
want to a lot of other things. So it's now no care about maybe in debate for you, but they would want to involve us in things many along they can stain our good image or things like that. So we should rise above that.
Absolutely.
Resist. You understand? There are a lot of misconception, and a lot of stereotype meaning to UDP.
A
good amount of that is not true.
Yeah.
Deliberately, and of late, Adama Barrow and even some of the other opposition parties, they try to go by that approach. Look at UDP paint, with those stereotypes and those misconceptions. So it is our responsibility to rise above that. Now this time around you will not succeed. And you have planned, but we will not allow you to succeed with that. My comment for them. Sorry, example of the I'm a platform. People try to use the membership of UDP, UDP called but even to the extent of UDP called UDP called castigate on their own platform. So it was going to be good for the platform owners, for the moderators, to get him down.
Yeah, imagine all the amount of entertain Lavang, to be honest.
Entertain such. We should not be democratic. We should allow people with their opinion, but you cannot also allow people's opinion against your own.
Yeah.
Me along go to an extent abala character or abala image tenna.
Yeah.
So maybe you go down, Yamari coach, Yamari Diamundi ko, please. Please. Yeah, mama, I understand that. And I think that is something me along go, being no finger because me along go for. Na party leader memfonye of late. I assignment did Tolbela. All of us go. Let each one bring one person. Let each one bring one person. So I for them. But now we are saying let each one bring some other people to join UDP. So it can be more than one. It can be 10. It can be 20. So if we want to go out and bring people, what do? We have to make friends. We have to make friends with other people. Even those openly, many they are going against us. Let's approach them with friendship. With friendship, let's open our arms with friendship. There are a lot of punches coming everywhere. You all know that we are blind about that. Instead of attacking the ruling party, they are out there, facing their arsenal to us. So, but what the problem is because party on the water, party on the jartala. So it's our responsibility to now assess that. How do we diffuse that? How do we diffuse it? We smile at it, we take it positively. Because if they come aggressive or whatever on us, let us take it positively, not receive with positivity. You work at once, twice.
The thing is, Chairman, I'm going to point on this, but I don't think some people have that temperament like you to withstand that. So,
but I understand that. No, and that will be gasta where necessary.
Yeah.
But gasta, we mean where necessary.
Yes.
But coming the gasta the approach could be in different ways. You don't apply at the onset. If that one failed, even in resolution, conflict resolution, conflict is also a solution.
Yeah.
Where peace is not possible, you employ a conflict.
Yeah.
You understand? But that is the far end where nothing else is necessary.
That's the last resort.
Peace is not possible. That will become the last resort. So, so as authorities, the responsibility is to advise na unfriendly approach to everybody, including Adama Barrow, to get him to UDP.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to make sure that we get the votes.
No, a lot of people on the Facebook and on the comment section appreciate your advice. Sister Janin Jawarako, exactly. Let's rise above that and not come to their level. It's all provocation. Thank you, Chairman, for great advice. Some people will agree with you. Obviously, some people say no, we will not do that. That's human nature. But I think overall, they appreciate your advice. I am on the same side with you. Therefore, I believe in that. That's my. I think that is my approach. We should rise above the fray. And it's all provocation. Coming Chairman, but of recently, some people are trying to thrive on this. Well, I know can do when you select a platform or even because recording the kinante because what happened is they recorded it and they're trying to circulate that recording because it only damn a record where he was going xenophobic. Okay, abe kuma manage my level. But I think I found the UDP code. Yemen for I found the UDP code. In fact, I found a UDP chapter meant to Europe. I found for it. So and our people should have just condemned him, stop him there and then.
Yeah. Record, Momo record. Moma record.
What?
That person. You know which platform was the guys talking?
Thank you, platform or thank you. He's a good guy. What is his name? Farms or platform or on the phone? Gomsabo platform.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy pretend, but after Nama Namol phone shelter jail, common can UDP code. According to what I was told. So
just to close, another UDP column. More yala more what are the idea mukumas? Idea mukumas need to sometimes especially social media address, sometimes akatanyaming tempo loosely or I tempo pick to an extent that I out of topic fun. I beyond the limit. So sometimes the platform moderators it will be their turn to see how they
it's a mute no let them found.
Yeah, put on track. You understand? Yeah, put on track. Another UDP call from let's say come UDP. But how UDP call maybe I
they have on portrait or nyama. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Right time. Attention call. You are going
out of topic. Out of topic.
So please, can you come this way? Because you can't for them to go see promote jam. So if I like 1, 2, 3 people or once, twice, like the others will definitely not follow suit.
True.
So if I like that will reduce some of these instances where people try to label people wrongly. But it doesn't happen on only UDP platforms. It happens on many other platforms.
In fact, Chairman, woman can UDP platform or more private platform like.
Yeah, exactly. So, but people are so much concerned because you are on the limelight. The UDP is on the limelight. So, because of that, you have a responsibility to protect your image. I'm not coming for because we think we are protected.
Yeah.
And we know we are highly provoked than any other party.
Yeah.
But we don't fall their way. We don't allow them to preside over. Let us be very active in making sure that diffuse.
Yeah. True.
Even though we will have our own way of building on what we are doing.
Yeah.
So diffuse we build on what we are doing.
Yeah.
So I know for many people I know platform somebody think that we should go after them, brass to brass and casta. Okay, no problem. I'm not saying you don't do that. But let there be a good way to do it, and that will not affect our campaign. Because it's like campaign has started. We are looking for votes.
Yeah.
So let us not. You cannot take 2 hours of your time, only talking about a certain individual.
Exactly. This is if you take 20% of your time talking about it, that's fine. But 80% talk about Barrow Anthony. But if you take two hours, good 2 hours talking about this, you don't have no direction fighting against the government.
I think Sekou, we have to be programmatic.
Yeah.
I said it somewhere else. We have to be programmatic. That is to say, when you come to your platform, you have to come with an agenda of
exactly. Come with a talking point. Yeah.
You have to have talking points. What will you discuss for the day?
Yeah.
I've been following this platform. I see it happen there many times. Today we are discussing this. Today we are discussing that.
Yeah.
Then you already save a way. You draw a pathway. Okay, here and there. You bring side issues.
Side issues, exactly. There you go.
Bring on board, let's say trending issues. Trending issue. What is trending? You bring in just for a brief discussion.
Exactly.
It doesn't stop you from talking about the 5-point agenda of UDP. What is the next step that UDP want to do? So we focus on what our party want to do more.
Yeah.
Than bringing opening a discussion. 2 hours talking about an individual.
Yeah.
For what?
In fact, you are making that individual. Yalong, people don't understand media work. You think you are destroying that individual, but you are also inadvertently making that person very relevant. Very relevant indirectly. Imalonko, you are making the person, because Yalong media Benjamin. Today, if people say Ablai, it generates attraction towards Ablai. Yeah? And everybody will be inquisitive. Who is this Ablai? Some will see Ablai as bad, but don't make mistake. No matter what bad things you say about an individual, there will be others who will say, oh, you know, what they are saying is lie. This person is good.
Yeah.
We cannot control people's opinions, you know?
Yeah. So finally, what I want to say is, I think a lot of things are happening. People are doing a great work on these media platforms, especially TikTok.
Yeah.
You guys are doing wonderfully well. Let's keep it up.
Yeah.
Let's promote the agenda of our party. Let's on daily basis talk about our what we want to do. What if we get into government? What new thing that UDP will do that will be completely different?
Absolutely.
We've seen the reforms that should have taken place. They have not taken place at all. You know, talking about the local government reforms, the civil service reforms, security sector reforms, and all the reforms, economic reform. We're still down on the ground.
Yeah.
How do we talk about it? That when a UDP government comes, how do we going to turn the page?
Yeah.
So something that will be to the interest of the Gambian people. You understand? So education, Bejana. You know, a lot of things, agriculture, health, with the UDP government and even diaspora. How is UDP ready to, you know, transform and utilize the diaspora for the best interest of the Gambian people? The diaspora is well rich enough to contribute to the economy of the country as it is right now. So we have a lot of other things, you know, that we can, you know, express to our people. That's what people want to hear about what we want to do. And UDP has clearly outlined some of those things. We just need to transmit it to the people. Yeah. So that is more, for me, that is more valuable than only talking about individuals. Many along code, they have issues with us. Of course, for against us, we need to clarify.
Yeah.
But when we clarify, let us not spend too unnecessary time on that. Let's clarify and make sure we put the message straight, and then we close that topic and move on.
Yeah. Thank you, Chairman, for your advice. I appreciate it. Thank you for saying it. It's not whether it will be listened to or not, but at least you have done the right thing advising. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman Lani Bisane. Thank you. Thank you. Na Alfalo Mati, Patiokono, is a member of the executive, also chairman of LRR, Afanan Joint Telekala Yamarodi. Like I said, our role is to advise, but Yalong Hani Almamu like a Kawando like, but they cannot force people to listen to what they are saying. So we can only advise. And I understand the more I understand where chairman is coming from. It will going to be very, very useful to us. And this advice is not even about UDP. It's also towards the other opposition. Because like I said, I have seen platforms in America go 2-3 hours. They talk about UDP. They don't talk about Barrow. They spend 75% of their airtime or even 80% of their time talking about UDP, responding to UDP. You cannot be an opposition and you are spending 80% of your time responding to UDP and you don't talk about the Barrow. What is the point of being an opposition then? That's the question I have for those people. Either you can respond to UDP, is okay. If you think UDP does something, respond, that's okay. But at least 20% do that, but 80% Barrow. So applying a blood if I opinion and then a program because it's late here now.
No, good advice. I mean, for unnecessary time spending on giving somebody a
relevance. Unnecessary attention on the phone draw to. Yeah.
But I agree with that. We will not let you come and try to stay and then we will at least. Time is unnecessary among call for. Election year.
Yeah.
So better we sell our agenda and then that's good. But if another agent go definitely because you put you a lot of Tonyalakan, I will Tonyalakan. The intellectual personally. And one more than my justice for Gambia until now. So, porque Gambian Delta, go iterma from Kuna Fendor Safe. Therefore, seriously. I'm UDP, but I don't know that group, those groups.
You are already?
Tunko boy.
I'm gonna Tungo.
Yeah?
I'm gonna say.
I don't know those groups. I call UDP. I call UDP la ban the kafol mano nyadi. I told for the
Mundomalayo safe. Listen, I think I would. Oh, ngafenge mo ila ba foka mfenge. This Lamin Ture.
I don't know those groups. UDP, I don't know those groups. Did you know those groups? No.
Yeah, I heard about those groups. Yeah.
For what do you even call it?
Well, Yalong.
I don't believe that.
No. Yalong Menketa. Ablai. Allegedly. Let me use the word allegedly. Allegedly, it's our groups. Allegedly, and those groups they existed. Allegedly, somebody allegedly. So this was, but this is 2021. But Wolfananko, ni Wolfanan Yininga, Wolfananko, they are responding. Coming, they also retaliate. So it's somebody's word against my word. But one thing I would say is, I would love him to be here. He's my brother, but I think that would be very unfortunate for him to talk about that. Yalong,
I don't accuse him.
No, Yalong, no. Malavinga, I take a topic of why he's not here. It will be fair. It will be fair for us to give him right response. But I'm just saying that provided that will be unfair. Yalante kugli mawole no nkafole. More benu UDP kunu yekuma kende ba for the Democratic Party ma. Be nata ikobe kuma do fola. Then it's not good. It's not good. It's just like Dekafole. Even Talib, I disagree with what he did, like in terms of moving and leaving the party and going. Is this right? But I would have loved him to stay in the party. I didn't want this division, and that's my opinion. But obviously, it's just right to go Nala. But Kununga Foleko, he was a good mayor. Nga differently, he's a bad mayor. So likewise, Tungo has a lot of good things about UDP in the past. Exactly. So Nintungo Nintungo Fanayofo. Kunung itema foko UDP or Nendela Bina Fafala. That's Nyandole Bondila, Nyandosi. Yalong. If people split up like Nimol splitter, Alimila Kunung Alimelfo. It's very, very important. Kunida wala carry Kunuya to UDP defend. Be in a so, but I'll speak to him about this. Not that I suffer okay.
I'll send it to you.
I'll speak to him about this. I'll speak to him about it privately.
It's too much, man.
Yeah, was if I come to okay, it's just like apply it be UDP, it UDP sooner election already. But the people that UDP it becomes sooner for you can get. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I come to be interview UDP, then okay, let me not take me as an example because I'm not living. If I'm living, I will. If I'm living, I will leave politics. Then you know what I mean. But I'm not going to go to any party, because at the end of the day. So, but what I'm just giving an example. Okay, if somebody leaves UDP and go and now item under UDPs, kuno iko UDP mu party kendoleti imanken endiralti bina de ikafo ibel endiro that I think that is unfortunate. That shouldn't happen. Momo yake you have a reflect. In a UDP disagree, let's just go.
Sometimes I can finish
But man and debugala news up. We can dengala safero menje abela moto ngala lafta la safero menje la bela moto le advertise ke moto men sort of ngagala will post.
No, that's where people comment there. That's where he's right. That's where.
Oh, comment section.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yalon debugala you comment all follow. Okay, ngala post le je ila motolu.
So those names I've never heard of those names.
It didn't matter all my.
No, certainly.
Yeah, because Fengenata no jam bantabale. And let me tell you, Lamin Anta Jaju, not a Janani, Lamin Saddam Sanya. We did a program.
A lot of supporters of UDP have already succeeded in destroying this party beyond repair. If you cannot see this, then you are deliberately refusing to believe it. Who were the people behind the insult groups, Sansandim Bologba, TRLC, and some few others? No one needs to do anything to stain UDP. Your own supporters have done so.
Okay, I will. Bawa tija manda na be diamla. Then tungo be diamla nying comment shivala because I think, to be honest, I think monyanta yalo nyim politiko ni be diamla imira.
Look, we are all Gambian. Maybe they're Tataji.
No. Mafofa, you know, apply momola right le bita but there are things. Haba yalon teka mira manela. Okay. Yalon bi bisalfe ite be United movement. Ate be United. Okay. I menge so someone, for example, phoning about a United for binala like I will find negativity stuff. Yalo it is yalo ni mo ni bota party kono. Ye kumol me be for kunun defend those ones. Okay? Be ni hani be more la ko yudi benda ba fala no. Ntele lo ta jam kunun ko yudi bi ngol ko nandire. And I stick by that. No, but is it honey after someone is someone, but a foco.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just have a principle. But anyway, I will talk to him about this because
sometimes this guy is infatuated with this.
No matter emotional sentiments, people get angry. Yalo mo ni be comforting sometimes.
Anyway, let me know.
But you know, I would love him to come to Bandava. Nga debate. He should come here. We have a fair degree of conversations. It's okay. It's
the comfort and the protocol, so you know.
Yeah.
Just beginning.
Yeah, Momo ila right wherever you want to go, you can go about. Yeah, but
let's do a political value.
Yeah, but
this could have been, they might be infiltrated or blackmailed to do this, and because this thing is going on now, so that this can happen.
No, but ndeka mo NPP ngola le fam farmer finke fanka fono bakele may mona si se dawo ba fola they will say nde WhatsApp group or me long me namanang I just heard about them. So.
Any WhatsApp group,
Not
mantra any WhatsApp group.
Okay, they want UDP WhatsApp group or I mean most of these UDP groups,
I'm doing my I'm UDP, but I don't mantra in any group. I didn't my thing there.
Okay.
Because, because more understand. So more culture. I'm not very surprised about all these occurrences within UDP. It doesn't surprise me. Because take a more Jeremiah Longo covering freedom time, more Minkela Patio Patio criticize, like a Dan and wine, since I see that I'm like, okay. So I'm not surprised about anything that's happening.
Okay.
When you put your support, and I'm friendly now, and they're friends because they have no support. Allah. Therefore, that's not true. There, that's no problem. But they don't do that. So those kind of people, I don't trust them.
Politics shouldn't. Political like I can have you can still be my friend even though we are not the same. Near Kaira Kusoro, you post something on Facebook about your social life, I will interact with you.
APRC time, no friend for the miracle.
Exactly. Coming like somebody like Jibril Fadia, he's a good friend of mine, but I'm APRC.
They're still my friends.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So.
No,
But anyway, me former colleague Tungomba na kachala la new comment lale. I will. maybe apply it like a provoke.
No, not provoke.
Malal can you your diamond day nati.
No, maybe social media,
But Allah comment Allah Jul.
I was commenting on some. He said, I said it was I do more than you in UDP.
But walati agadalo to go agadalo UDP la first victim ti. To go ngabatalo UDP la first victim to Banjo there. Anin sojarol do danyola malo when he was in Gambia. He was almost 4 years, almost arrested or whatever, something like that. I mean,
the first meeting, UDP the first meeting in Brekama. I was also in the police station. Yes. I was there. I was a
Saman nabe conversation or sotlan. Ne times of the baffle and ning comment si follow big and because
I don't make that a party thing because it's
yeah.
I mean those things can happen. So sometimes you don't have to tell that to party.
Yeah, na mantra kafukiling. Also, you criticize knowledge. Brigama.
Yes, I was in the police station.
Okay.
In some police station. Okay. He didn't know that I was with my colleague. I'm also an officer, so we are working. When we entered the station was full of other crimes. Gonna look and guy go like, let's go. This guy's police. He just went out. I feel he complain and that.
Apply so good as I but it's almost 1. Actually, it's 2 o'clock. You guys, I think I'll be back on as possible Samangana or Thursday. Again, we'll have.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, Abarakabaka, thank you. Yeah. Okay, guys. Abarakabaka, so good abakere. I was planning to spend an hour. I ended up spending 2 hours, but it's okay. So good is almost to 2 in Europe. It's to 1 a.m. here. Folks in the United States, this is good for you guys. It's good timing. But I want to thank all of you. Alga Dusman. It is not sometimes some comments like you just need to reflect of what you said yesterday. People are going to say, oh, but Italian for Colombian for it can put you in a very precarious situation. But there we go. Allah barakabaka make chairman landing base and $10 back. He join us. Afana yala yaman indimudi ala man bekala yamarol motorati. Ala ma Gambia bola nyin kola ya kono. Bemen kono. Jandin jawara ibira karte fa yola leba. Debes comment la rek. O na anti in Tokyo. Kadifati be kontonna. Ako na ant tibe Tokyo le Japan. Okay, thank you. Ninga Gambia bondi nyin kola ya kono. Ibaji la momo sita we continue our lives and then have a sober government. But no one day Gambians will continue on. Baro continue in 2031. Muka amira fam, muka ko fam fengeno because Gambia we deserve better. We deserve better than this. Yeah. Allah barakabaka ala masudo kero siala. The program must stop la jane sahi.